which, you know, hey, it was my mistake. I don't know if I'd characterize it as a lie. Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Picker. My name's Kevin, we're in the cabin here, and we have had a pretty good day of sales. We're going to get shipping here in just a minute and talk to you about what sold today, but I got to tell you something else. So, I've been doing eBay for 20 years, and I've had negative feedback, I've had rude comments, I've had all kinds of stuff, but I've never had somebody call me a liar until now. So I'll have to tell you that story in just a little bit, but first, let's take a look at what sold. First thing that sold today was actually not an eBay sale, it was a Bonanza sale. And we don't sell things on Bonanza very often, but if you've heard me talk about it before, it's about the easiest site you possibly sell on because you do nothing but set it up and then it just automatically gets populated by your eBay stuff. It's got a little dust on it, it's been sitting over there, but it's what's in these boxes and I don't want to take it out. So it's a stadium giveaway. The reason I set this over here is because it's missing some paint and I didn't really want to sell it with the rest of them. It's a stadium giveaway. It's a Liberty University football helmet. And I got a bunch of these. I find these around at sales, at garage sales, even in the Goodwill sometimes, along with like Sparky bobbleheads and stuff like that. Stadium giveaways, here's what I typically find. I typically find they sell right after the stadium giveaway because people see it out there and they want it. And this goes for Major League stuff. This goes for NFL. And then after that, there's a lull in it for a long time. And then eventually, there's a rarity to them and they're harder to get and the prices go back up. So I've had these sitting around for years, and they sold on Bonanza. After there's two different sales, put them together, shipping and all that, 60 bucks for two helmets. I think I paid $1 a piece. A couple of different Coleman t-shirts. I thought I just had the red left, so when this one sold, I'm like, uh-oh. And we're getting so down. This is the last white one. I didn't think I had any white ones left. I only made $5.40 profit on this one. And I think we made $6 and change on this one profit. We were making a lot more money on them earlier, but I must have bought 100 of these things. So we've made our money on them. We're just ready to get them out of here. I think I have some red larges left, and that is about it. So I'm pretty happy, not with the profit on them, but with the fact that they're almost finally gone. I'm not the best camera salesman in the world. But I saw this one and I knew it would sell. I paid $5 for it. It sold for $50 plus shipping. If I knew more about cameras, I could fully test this thing out and probably get closer to 80 to maybe even 100 if it's fully film tested out. But as far as I know how to open the thing, check out certain specs on it, make sure the thing powers on, make sure there's nothing major in the lens over here when you look through it, and make sure everything functions. But as far as film testing and all that, I just don't do that. And then I sell it with returns. They can return it, but it has to be the exact same model right here, and it has to be a full return. I won't do partial returns. And that usually stops the scammers, at least most of the time anyway. So $50 plus shipping on that one. Pass-up cameras, sometimes they're really, really good money. You'd be surprised at how much you can get off of what you would normally look at and think, it's just an old camera. Sometimes, and sometimes it is, right? But sometimes they're worth good money. Another thing that people pass up a lot of times, unless they're seasoned resellers, which most of you are out there, but some of you aren't, is old glasses. So Russell Simmons, and it's Argyle Culture. I think that's how it's pronounced there. I had a dog named Argyle when I was a kid growing up. Actually, it was my brother's dog. Mine was named Buster. At any rate, I'll pick up old glasses every once in a while when I find them. This one, unfortunately, has a little bit of a scratch, but it doesn't really matter because they're going to more than likely change the lenses. They're just looking at the frames. And they'll buy the frames way cheaper than they could buy them in the store. Sometimes people have an old set of frames that they like, but they can't find it on the market. And so they'll buy the old glasses. So this one actually was on sale. I put it on a 15% discount because it's been around for a while. I probably paid $1 at a sale for it, maybe $2. But that's probably it. I'm not exactly sure. I remember vaguely getting them, and I only got them because I knew they would be a long tail item, but I got them because they were so cheap. So for $32 and change, I think, plus shipping on these. And so it's a nice little $25 profit, even though they hung around for a while. But it had the case, and they were easy to store. All right, I'm always hesitant to do this kind of stuff because some people write a nasty message and they unsubscribe. But I think I've lost all those people ever since I sold that Viagra cuff. So I figured it's probably safe to do this one. Happy Mouth Toothbrush for the man who has trouble getting up in the morning. Oh, I thought it was going to be able to show it to you, but there we go. I'll have to unwrap it here. There we go. There you go. I thought of this thing. It was $1 at a sale, and I'm like, yeah. I'm like, somebody's going to buy this. Now, it's going out to a viewer, but I just don't want to say the name here because it's a Christmas gift. So my hubby and I love to watch your YouTube channel. This is a gag gift for him for Christmas, and I can't wait. And then she gives her name, but I'm not going to say the name just in case. You didn't say I couldn't say it, but I'm not going to say it. So I don't know. So many husbands out there thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to get this for Christmas, but only one of you are. Lucky you, I guess. All right, here's the deal about the person who left negative feedback. Now, let me tell you, the negative feedback's not there anymore, so it has been taken care of. But let me tell you the story a little bit. So I had these T-shirts that I got them from Bizarro Kevin, actually. Multiple quantity, multiple sizes, same shirt. Listed them all. Somebody sent me a message. I actually didn't do a multi-quantity listing. I just listed them separate in the different sizes, which I do that from time to time. And so somebody sent me a message and said, hey, is this size large or XL? And so I went in there and I'm like, it's size XL. It says, a lot of times I'll make a mistake, and the title won't match the description or the size put into the specs, but it was all the same, XL, XL, XL. I'm like, why is this person asking me for a large? Why are they asking if it's a large or an XL? Any rate, I told them, I'm like, it's an XL. So I went to go pick the item, and I had large in my mind because they asked me, and I'm like, why are they asking me? I picked up a large, and I sent them a large. Here's the response I got back from them. They said, the reason for the return was doesn't fit. Okay. You verified the size as an XL, but sent me size large. Send me a size XL. I'm not wasting my time on a return because you lied to me. Okay. Which, hey, it was my mistake. I don't know if I'd characterize it as a lie. It was actually the truth. It was a size XL. That's what the listing said. I just picked the wrong item. At any rate, I had to fix the item for sure. I was definitely, when they say, well, I'm not going to give you, I'm not going to waste my time on a return, etc., etc. Well, that was okay with me with this particular item because it's such a low-priced item that it was my mistake. A lot of times I'm going to make the person send the item back regardless because I don't want to be scammed. But this clearly was my fault. It was not their fault. And if I were them, I'd probably like, man, do I have to go through the process of a return? What a pain in the butt for such a low-priced item. I got that. I wouldn't have dealt with it the way they did, of course, because this was a little bit rude. But I'll tell you how I fixed it, and then I'll tell you how they responded. Okay, so first thing I did is I quickly wrote them a message, and I didn't say, hey, that was really a rude comment, blah, blah, blah. I didn't lie, don't call me a liar. I didn't do that. It's not going to do you any good anyways. I wanted the feedback taken off, and I wanted to fix my mistake. So I sent them a message, said, I'm so sorry for the mistake. This is what happened. I'm going to send you a new item, and I'm not going to require a return at all. Please don't bother with the return. Please find somebody that it will fit and give it to them. I'm sorry for the problem. Here you go. And then as soon as I shipped the other one off, matter of fact, I took a picture of the shirt, and I took a picture of the XL and the tag, and then I packaged it up, and then I shipped it, and I put the label on there, and then I took a picture of the label with the tracking, and then I sent that message to them, and it said, I'm sorry, my apologies. And I waited for a little while, and I got a response from them, thank you for whatever, I can't remember exactly what it said. And then when I got that response, then I went on to the feedback, and I went on to the request of feedback revision, sent it off to them, and within 10 minutes the thing was changed. So at any rate, I'm not offended by being called a liar. I've been called far, far worse by old baseball players, by students, and by my wife. But, I'm just kidding, not by my wife. At any rate, there's my story. Let me know if you have a story like that down below. All right, we have 3 more, I think, maybe 4 in here before we head inside. First one is, I think it's a Longaberger. It might be in this side over here. Bag. Might be it right there. All right, yeah, that's it. Mother's Day bag, something like that. I can't remember what it's called. I think $19 plus shipping. That one was pretty good. We did a whole big lot, and they ended up paying like $1 a piece for those. So that one I was pretty happy with, and should be a nice little $17, $16 profit. Next item up here, I just picked this up last weekend at a sale. I was with my wife, and the prices were really high. And I managed to grab one thing, but I was with her, and I was having a good time. So I saw this as we were walking away. And I saw it because you could see it had a glare on it, you know, when the sun hit it. And I saw the plastic. I'm like, that thing's new. How much do they want? And it had a $5 sticker on it. I asked if they'd do 3, and they said, how about 4? And I said, sure. So we grabbed it for $4, and it sold pretty darn quick. This is a perfect kind of item that would sell at Christmas, and it's new. And I'm like, yeah, we'll do it. And it sold for $20 plus shipping. Paid $4, so the profit on this is probably $12, $13 is all. But I'm okay with that. It was a quick flipper, and it's an easy shipper. Next item is in our drawers back here. I just put it in here yesterday, I think, and it's in Tesla picker drawer. It's a quick seller right here. I picked this one up at a sale, I think for $0.25. It was an OEM charger. It was an Apple iPad, and it sold for $8 plus shipping. So not a huge profit, but I'll take it. All right, last but not least is an item I picked up at a sale. I was with my daughter, and it was like a happenstance on the way home from gymnastics. And it's not something I would typically pick up, but I did because I was with her and she found a few things, and I really wanted her to have a good time and bring this home. We're not going to make much money on it, but we are going to make some, and a couple other items that she picked up we're going to make money on. So here it is right here. I can't remember what this one's called, but it's just a Corningware dish, Pyrex, and it sold, I think, for $11 plus shipping, and we bundled it with a couple of pieces of Tupperware for $6, I think, maybe $7. So this maybe cost $3 or $4, sold for $12. Not something I would typically do because the time compared to the profit is not great. But since I was with my daughter and I wanted her to have a successful pick, you know, $4 or $5 profit or $6 profit to a 9-year-old is pretty doggone good money. So she's going to get that money right there. All right, we got a bunch of sales out of the Commonwealthpicker.com store, and most of them were Misfit Inaman. But these had some other things out of your store. So tell us what sold.
A mug, a Misfit Inaman, a shirt, another Misfit Inaman, a mug, and another sticker.
A couple of Inamugs. All right, that's awesome. Do you remember the names of the people who bought them?
Evie, Laura, and Brian.
Wow, that's better. I couldn't remember. All right, thank you, Reagan.
Bye, and don't forget to get your sticker at CommonwealthPicker.com.
Okay, we have a couple of things in here that sold, but first want to give a thank you. CommonwealthPicker.com store. We put some Misfit Inaman over there on Thanksgiving, and I think they're all gone. They got bought really, really quickly. It looked like there was about 20 of them that sold in, I don't know, maybe a couple of hours. So I'm pretty sure they're all gone at this point. But at any rate, I'm going to add a few more. I just didn't want to put them all in there because I wasn't sure how many Misfits we had. So I'll put a few more Misfits on there every few days, I think, on CommonwealthPicker.com. So here we go. Charles and Melissa Brittany from Oxnard, Southern California. Surendra, I think I pronounced that right. Stacy, Mary, I can't read my own writing, April, and Heidi. A lot of women in there. All right, so that is awesome, and they are all headed your way, and we appreciate the kind notes that some of you left. One was from a retired teacher. Maybe that was April, I can't remember. At any rate, thank y'all so much, and we hope he gets some things moving out of your eBay stores for you. Appreciate it. A couple of LU sweatshirts that I pick up from time to time. This one's a fairly nice one, but it is a size small. I think with one pick, looks like maybe just a couple down here. So not perfect, but it is a champion. And this one sold for $17 plus shipping. This one not quite as nice, but I picked it up for $1. And it sold for $10 plus shipping. So not huge profits, but I'll take them. Tell me in the comments. Give me some local. You know, I saw a lot of local stuff. Hillcats and Salem Red Sox and stuff like that. Let me know where you live. What's the local items that sell that nobody else can pick up and you kind of dominate that market on eBay? Let me know in the comments. Had a few people ask about these. I think I have one, maybe two left. But I think we're going to do some kind of a fundraiser and do some wonderful little charity giveaway. Not from us, but from everybody at Commonwealth Picker. And we're going to do that in the coming weeks, maybe on the Commonwealth Picker channel. I think we'll do it on there. And so I'm saving one of those for something that we're going to do with that. So, hey, thank y'all for joining us. We hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving last week. And we hope you're enjoying a Christmas season already. And we appreciate you stopping by and spending time with us. And we'll see you next time. Hey, we got a Homeschool Hustler store sale. What is that thing, Turner?
Thomas the Train. I actually used to watch it all the time. Now I don't watch it anymore.
Yeah, and that's Henry.
Yeah, Henry.
And do you know what that thing on the back is called?
I forgot.
It's called a tender.
A tender.
Yep, that's his tender. And it was something I bought in this. I bought a tub of this. You might remember way back when. And I paid $10 for that tub full of stuff. And I pulled out maybe 10 different trains. And this one right here sold for $20 plus shipping. So I paid $10 for the whole box right there. And usually what I'll do is I'll keep these around till about this time of year. And I'll put them on Facebook Marketplace and I'll sell them all off like this. I could probably make a little bit of money, more money, maybe on eBay, but it's so easy. That big giant tub, I don't have to separate it. I can just sell it all together and somebody's going to get a deal. I'll make, I don't know, 50 bucks or so on this. And then this right here, we've already made our money back. I mean, we paid 10 for everything. This sold for 20. So that's pretty good. We've made some money and I've got a bunch more. You see there's a couple over there. I'll probably make $150 on this deal when it's all said and done. Look at this. So Turner, I don't think that went to a viewer, but would you say thanks anyways?
Thank you.
All right, and we did have a viewer send us something. Send us a plate from the Empire State. Isn't that where Spider-Man's from, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, from New York. I can't read this whole thing. It was very, very nice of Karen and Richard. But I'm going to read the second paragraph here. When you pick up Tupperware at garage sales, I remember how I started my part-time reselling journey back in 2000. That's about when I started. I sold all my 1970s Tupperware that I didn't want anymore for more money than I originally paid. I was hooked. My husband started his journey selling vintage automobile ads from his hot rod magazines. Today, our eBay sales look much more like yours, an eclectic combination of everything. I have a ton, y'all might need to contact me, of old ads that I bought from a sale that I haven't aired. I bought it off of a elderly gentleman who had served our country in the military. If you're interested, let me know. Contact me somehow, and I'll tell you what we have. So at any rate, thank you so much, Karen and Richard. You want to say thanks to Karen and Richard? Because they sent this plate, and this plate's going to go back here. It's going to go right there on one of those. Probably the one with a super soaker on it. Y'all haven't seen Pepper in a while because she's been hurt. So you hurt your leg, didn't you, girl? Yeah. Let's see if she's limping. She's doing way better today. Huh. How you doing, girl? Look, see? That front left leg's been hurting her. She did something to it. What'd you do, huh? What'd you do? You said, yeah, you probably did it jumping up there, you rotten cat. Oh, look at you. Oh, you ain't hurt. You ain't hurt.